You know what? I'll come in early. Why not? 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. I can't wait anymore. Won't believe what just happened here. Let me show you on this false move Monday with the pump up and the pump down. We got to jump on in here. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get the lemon in the water. We don't even really have time for the lemon water. Let's just jump on in here. Let's get that music back up and running. Let's get it pumping. It's crazy. Let me show you. Look, I had a stop loss here. I got in the trade. I was up beautifully, right? Things were pumping awesome. I did see some bearish div. I called it out there. It looks like we had repelled it out of this flag to the upside. But then false move Monday, of course, ripped it back down. And look where my stop loss was. This is just absurdity. They wicked it to the price of... I mean, the low of that was like, what, 68,657. And I was sitting there at 68,653. I was $4 away. And then they would pump this thing all the way back to the upside, only to rip it back down. I'm still in the trade. I don't even know what's going on here. It almost looks like a diamond at this point. It's a jig. It's a whipsaw. I'm still trying to hold on. This is absolutely insanity. Anyone who took the trade with me, did you hit gains at the beginning? If you were in since last night, you were in massive gains. Or since when I first put out the trade on like Thursday afternoon, it was that took a long time, but it never got stopped out. We moved the stop loss to break even, continued to pump to the upside. I'd move my stop loss to break even the second I got up. I'm quick on these levs. Making me work for my $1,000 today. Man, you know, they don't make it easy to make $500 to $1,000 a day. Can we get to the target now after all the shenanigans here? We're going to break down what just happened for Bitcoin. We're going to show you. And again, I shouldn't be here. I should not be in the trade. Can you believe I did not get stopped out? Look at that. Have you ever been this close to a stop hunt? This is insanity. Guys, clip this out. Ready? Everyone, I was just in a trade, and look, they went for a stop hunt. I had moved my stop loss to break even. They went right there. Somehow they didn't take me out at break even. and then they pump the price back to the upside, I may still win this trade. Have you ever been this close to a stop hunt in your life? Tell me, write a story in the comments below. I want to know, all my people in Twitter, have you ever seen a stop hunt that close? I mean, that was $4 away, it looks like, for me. Clip that out. Put that out on Twitter. People will answer that. Have a blast with it. It'll be awesome. So, yeah, trade's dwindling. This is really just choppy, shady price action at this point. I mean, if you're in, you're either lucky or on a bigger time frame and still holding on for gains. All right? Man, they always get me. I see you come that close before. I've come that close like 6 or 7 times in the last 4 or 5 weeks. It feels to me like a conspiracy theory, you know? All right, and we got altcoins looking pretty prime. We got a lot of coins about to break through some key areas and key signals that I look for here. This trade at one point was up like 230, 250. Hanging back, only up 79 now. It looks like it's dwindling. To me, this looks like a bearish retest now. You broke out, you broke down, now you're bearishly retesting this area. I might as well just see if I can ride it out after everything I've been through today here. But likely it looks like I'm going to get stopped out, and that's false move Monday. Someone in my trading group was like, what's false move Monday? I'm like, right there. That's it right there. That's false move Monday. God bless everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. You know, manifestation, the 33rd degree. When I started manifesting, I started seeing the number 33 all the time in my life, right? The labradorite, right? That began to see the essence. See, the labradorite, what the labradorite tells you. See, what labradorite is, right, is only at certain places do you see essence on the labradorite. You have to turn it to the right way. See, there you go. You see that essence right there? You see it? Wow, right? It's like blue, yellow. But it's to the eye of the beholder at that present moment and angle, as if you create reality. And that's what labradorite kind of tells you, that you're more part of the projection of reality than just the subjective, going through it. So if you're just going through reality and you believe it's all being placed on you and you have nothing to do with the creation of it, you're missing the ability to manifest things into your life that are possible. By believing the frequency of the future, like basically, I desire to become a billionaire. I do. I'm not, I would like to see, I want to know if it's possible to hit $1 billion in the bank account and to be able to give help and just do amazing things. I just want to see what it's like to live in that type of abundance, okay? I desire that. And I know if I desire for that, much will come my way. As I said to somebody before, say there's a person who lives in a 1-bedroom apartment and they want to move into a mansion. And let's just say along that journey, they start a company that employs 50 people, right? And because that's what, and eventually they get to their mansion and they get along the way. Look at all the people they helped. They got employees. Maybe they take their car for detail. Maybe they have a house cleaner. They might have a chef. All these people get employed. Someone's dream might be like, I want to cook for a famous in a rich person's house. Like, that's why I love to do that. And boom, they get their dream job. So like, it's all perspective, right? So when you aim for big things, you tend to help other people indirectly by going after it, So just one little caveat. Let's get back to the charts. But, just so when you put out there where you want to be in life and your dreams, you go for it, right? And there's no reason why you can't project your reality into something bigger than you already have. And that's where I stand every day. I have this huge vision now that's stuck in my mind. I can't get it out. And and you can manifest anything you put your mind to. 110%. You can manifest anything you put your mind to. 110%. So look at the 7-minute looking beautifully bullish, like it was a flag that came back. Still looks like it wants to pump to the upside. A bullish divergence there too. Tells me to stay inside this trade. Let this puppy cook, baby. Let it cook. We could even almost bring this into play and say, is it making like this, It definitely did a false move already, for sure. And maybe we make a shoulder, head, right shoulder. But right now, the 7-minute with this bullish divergence, oversold stochastic, and lack of bullish momentum in the MACD suggests we can get a move here to the upside on Bitcoin. I'm still in a long, the measure move takes us, somewhere about 70,000, 69.8. Fox token on Coinbase. Check that chart. It's pumping big. Shout out to Blockchain Poodles. Blockchain, we like to see it before it's pumping big, man. We don't want to look at things when they're pumping big. We'll take a look at it, but we don't want to, makes me sad when I have to look at something that's pumping big, especially when I didn't know about it the day before. Sweetie, you're just wagging the gold at me. Hey, Sam, we should have been in this, I know, right? Good morning, sir. Much love. Okay, let's take a look here. Wow, look at all of that beautiful, liquidity all the way to the upside. And so BOOKMAP's on our side. BOOKMAP says we go up. Anything could happen, but BOOKMAP says, yeah, there's really nothing down here to challenge $70,000. All the liquidity is to the upside. Tom Brady back to pass all the way from downtown. I love that. All the way from downtown, Bitcoin about to throw a Hail Mary. How about that Hail Mary with the Commanders yesterday? I barely watch football, but I watched like 5 minutes of that. And then I just turned the TV on and boom. Unbelievable. Donald Trump basically shut down New York City last night. He broke records. I'd never seen anything like it at Madison Square Garden. People all the way down the river. It was insanity. Never seen a movement like that in a blue state. Have you? People are coming together from all walks of life. The mainstream media is attempting to project reality, but they cannot. Reality is being projected onto the mainstream media. And at one point, they're going to have to cover reality, or everyone's going to think that they are. It's going to be obvious. You know, it is obvious already, but they try to slide through. Right? They try to slide through. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put this guy on timeout here for 24 hours. Yeah, just negative energy ain't good. Nice call on the Suey pullback. Yep. Amen. Amen. We got it. Do not chase Suey, baby. Yeah. Amazing times we live in. Shout out to Rave Song Records. Rave Song Records in the house. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on this false move Monday. I'm likely to get stopped out of break even, but I can't lose, baby. And that's the key. We're going to start with our weekly like we did last night. Beautiful close on the weekly last night. I was really excited about that. 61,005. Remember, that was that old bull that we had to take care of. It took us 4 weeks to get rid of that one. Man. And then it was 67,200. Knowing the key levels and believe. See, it's one thing to know support or resistance, but do you believe in it? I was saying this the other day during the class. I was like, once you know this, you need to believe in it. I believe in support and resistance. I don't just know support and resistance. So now we have this beautiful level there at 68,300 that we broke back above. Awesome on this weekend. And what do we want to close? I mean, we'd like to close really with a new all-time high. Even if we don't make a new all-time high numbers-wise, we're looking destined to close a new all-time high on the weekly. If we get any type of candle like this, I mean, boom, right? But we'll start small and just say, can we get a candle close above 69,680, 69,700? That's what we're going to be looking for here for Bitcoin. So on the weekly, really, we just want to see if the candle can close right here, right, it's great. But see where these two candles are right there? That's the level you're looking for. So if that closed right now, that would be a bullish weekly close because we would close above this resistance, which is our next set of resistance. Then we want to see us close above 69,680. And then it's the all-time high candle close and we're gone. So not too shabby here. So the main big area I want to see us close above is 69,680. Looks like we could definitely even do that today if possible. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Booming to the upside. That closes tomorrow night. 1 day and 10 hours on that 3-day chart. Looking absolutely phenomenal with the support of resistance. And this brings me to the daily time frame, where we went over this many, many times. We talked about price action booming above the 200. We got the pump. Because I tell you, when you get above the 200, you pump. We predicted all that. It happened. We showed you a golden cross was coming. Boom. Last night, we showed you the 1 hour would come, make a flag, and then pump. That's exactly what happened. And again, I don't have like the perfect entry because I was asleep at 2 in the morning. But had you listened to me, watched my update last night, you would have seen exactly kind of what we talked about here. And so I drew this flag and said, Bitcoin's going to come meet the 21 and make a flag. When it hits the 21, the stochastics reset, look for a pump. I said it will take probably, I don't know, I'd say about 6 hours, somewhere between 2 and 3 a.m. At around 2 in the morning. Bitcoin would tap, close the candle on the 21, and begin to pump to the upside. And then there's the measured move, and Bitcoin would basically go halfway, about 70% of it to the upside. I saw the flag before it even happened. We didn't even have to tweak it. It filled out the flag. It's just pretty insane. And, this is the type of stuff I teach my students. We see the trades 6 hours before it even happened. We could see exactly how the trade was going to happen. Same thing with the daily. We predicted that the daily would come back to the 21. When it hit the 21, it would pump. It would go the length of the pole. This is simple stuff. I'm a very simple man. I trade very simply here for Bitcoin. Okay? Support or resistance, golden crosses, patterns. It all begins to add up if you know it all together. So here was a symmetrical triangle that we broke out. Now, could we break back inside? Yes. Could we turn this? Anything could happen. But so far, so good. This is a beautiful breakout to the upside. Measured move takes us somewhere to about 77,700. The 777s, why not? 670, 77.7, yeah. I mean, boom. And there's not a lot of resistance. The daily has reset on the stochastics. The MACD shows lack of bearish momentum, suggesting a massive move is coming here for Bitcoin to the upside. I still believe it's not late to get in if we enter a daily trade with a stop somewhere right here, because that's beautiful support or resistance. And boom, can take you to 77,000 without getting stopped out. And tweak that up a little bit, it will be like a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio with a stop loss at about 65,800, a target at 70,720. And, I still believe that could play out very, very nicely to the upside based on what I'm looking at. It is technically buying a breakout, not what I usually do, but the lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, the oversetting stochastic, and the fact that we're getting the golden cross all suggest that there's a very good chance this gets follow through to the upside on the daily time frame. All right. Looks interesting to me. New York open in 8 minutes. What do you think? Are you serious? New York open was at 9:30, man. What about the liquidity? Are you behind or something? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, maybe you should. If you think the New York open is in 8 minutes, then you might want to learn. I hope you're demo trading. We love you. We appreciate you. No need to make fun of someone. Maybe he woke up at the wrong time today. Who knows? I don't know what happened. All right. So the daily looks beautiful. That's a breakout on the daily, likely to continue. Then it will space away for the 21, gap to it again. But when the moving averages are tight on the daily, I've told you a massive move ensues. Every single time we've had a tight one, we've had a huge move. Tight one right there. 1, 2, 3. Here's your fourth time you're this tight. And what I've talked about is trend analysis. You make a high, you make a low, you make a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And even the big thing, lower boom, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. But finally you made a double bottom. And this is right here when you made this. When we came here, this was the time to load up. That was the last chance. The gutsy call was here, and I did that when when you got the really low, when the fear and greed index goes very low, you got to get that. And then when you make the secondary low, you get another fear and greed index, you got to get that. And we got all that. When those happen, I'm buying huge amounts of altcoins in front of I'm buying more of this, I'm buying more of that. And lo and behold, we are booming to the upside. Solana doing well. A lot of things doing absolutely beautiful. So the vibes are fire, much needed, appreciated, my friend. Shout out to Carlos Marcelo. We get the good vibes high, baby. We get the good vibes high. Shout out to the 1,318 people here on the live, 248 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. When in doubt, zoom out. Yeah. Boom. So let's take a look here. So 12 hour, 22, both look good too. Extending to the upside. We do have a resistance at 69.6. We got to break through that. Another area we're going to hit is 71.3, and then boom. The all-time high, it's not that far away. The daily has like 2 resistances. The 8-hour looks a little cooked. The 4-hour sporting this bearish div and a little far away from the 21, meaning we may have to come back down. You see this? And let's look at our support or resistance. So does the 4-hour come back down here and test the 21 before we continue further to the upside? There's a chance that this is going to happen. And you got to get rid of this flag here and start to kind of look at what happened here, which was a breakout out of this pennant. And now we're looking like we may just make a flag here on the 4-hour, touch to 21. And the same thing that happened last night happen on the 4 hour. We project the flag, wait for the 21 to kick. And again, there's a chance we continue to pump. Let's look at our smaller time frames. They may negate this idea. But yeah, even the 1 hour, the 1 hour had a huge pump last night. Asia got most of the fun. It pumped from 3 in the morning till 5, 7, 8 in the morning. So, and until now it's kind of cooling off at 68,800. See, I'm not even looking at my trade. Why? Because it's a break even. I don't have to stress. You see? So we're looking for the 1 hour to likely pull back. It would be awesome if it just makes, a sideways flag, but this looks likely to pull back again. Similar idea, hit the 21, and then boom, reset on the stochastic. Same thing as last night. We looked for this flag before it happened. So last night we were here. And if you remember, I said, be careful. I said you can short down back to the 21. It's very likely. I said 90% chance you're going to short back to the 21. You're too far away. I said you're going to make the flag when the stochastics reset. Look for the move back to the upside out the flag. And I drew it, it's and this is all here in stone. Like, I'm not blowing any smoke up. No, 8:28 p.m. That's exactly what I was saying there on the live stream. Suited up and ready to rock there. And so same thing here. And so lo and behold, we made the flag. We pumped off the 21. Looks very likely we're going to assume same position here. Come back to the 21 and make the move. I could be wrong, but this looks very, very likely for Bitcoin. Look for the low somewhere at 68,478, 68.5 for the bounce. All right. Sui, XAR, Cardano next. You never know. Aaron Alt should be a DCA, not all in. Go slow when you catch the bottom eventually. Amen. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Amen. When will alt start blooming again? Anytime is possible. So free ingredient 72 and the CME gap at 67 has me. Worry is a fake word. Yeah, I don't use that word anymore. Worry is a FOMO word. Why? FOMO is the fear of missing out, right? FOMO, right? And what's the main word in there? Fear. You break that first word down, it's fake emotions acting real, right? It's not real. It's not, you know what I mean? When you worry, what is worry? I always look at the pie chart here when you're worrying. Are you worried? Say yes. Can you do something about it? If the answer is yes, then go do something about it down here where you say do something about it. If you say, can you do something about it? No. Then stop worrying. So you're either doing something to fix an issue or it's not an issue. Worrying doesn't exist. It's a fake word. It links back to fear and FOMO. And so I've learned to just not use the word worry. It's fake. It doesn't, I don't even like it coming out of my mouth. They took the rest of the world to say, oh, I worry about this. I'm worried about my doctor's appointment. I'm worried about this. And it also brings negative energy and stops projection. To be in the top 1%, you need to project through your mind and manifest. The top 1% of the world are manifesting all the times. They're actually living in their future self and the bending time and space. I know you think I'm crazy, but time is manipulated by the way you think of it. I know this is nuts, right? So say someone wants to become a billionaire, you start believing and feeling like you have a billion. You start living in the reality like you are a billionaire already. And you know what's going to happen is time will collapse towards your reality. You see? The problem is people do this, they learn manifestation, okay, and they're the human here, and in their mind they collapse space and time, and things start to kind of go somewhat, but it doesn't happen as fast as they want. So what do? They get frustrated and they start kind of getting angry, and what does that do? That cuts off the high frequency that was leading them to the next, and they go backwards. Just like, working out, just like kicking through a brick wall, or kicking through a wall. Manifestation is you have to consistently project over it, and then you'll break through, and the universe will bend. So it's called detachment. You have to be detached from when it's going to happen, and just be okay with that it will. Once you're detached, you don't have any of the negative frequency, and it does happen faster than you think. So it's weird. It's like by detaching, you're able to pull your reality into your life faster than before because you're using less low frequency. I'm just giving you that. I just gave you guys the secret to life, and you may not even realize it, but I really did. Then you say, well, okay, so the mind projects and I manifest and I live in the reality I want to be in. So right now, if you're not a multimillionaire, start believing you are. You know, buy yourself a nice suit in the next few days and wear it. You know, go out to lunch to a nice place, put a pocket square, and walk in that place like you're worth $10 million. And don't be rude to people. You know, as a matter of fact, the wealthiest people are the nicest, most humblest people you ever meet. That's what makes them wealthy. But walk in there with pride in yourself. Order some of the nicest things on the menu. And tell yourself that this isn't the first time you'll be here. That you will have abundance in your life and more is coming to you. You know? And begin to believe that you are the person that's going to happen. And the universe will bend time and space towards your reality. It happened to me. How could it happen to you? How could it not happen to you? One day I wore this suit. I owned one suit, one or two suits or something. I wore this 3-piece suit on the live, I remember. When my channel just kind of started breaking out a little bit. Now I own so many suits, I could, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not trying to brag, but it's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? I have a wardrobe that just blows my mind. But I wore the first suit. It attracted all the other ones, right? I believed. And when I wore that suit, I was watching Dane Pena a lot, right? And he's a billionaire. And I was like, I'm a billionaire. I was like, in my mind, I'm a billionaire wearing a 3-piece. And my net worth began to grow. Was it a lie? Was it falsity? I mean, again, then we also know that that action takes place. You have to have action. You can't sit there and manifest $1 billion. There's got to be a plan and a goal, and you got to work towards it. But you have to believe that the universe is going to manifest the people in place that you need, and the things are going to come. You know what I mean? Keep preaching, brother, for the people in the back. Can't wait to rap with you about things. Jamal, I love you, man. I hear you're on another level, and you might take me to the next level. And honestly, I think you're going to get brought into what we're working on. So, why don't you come over Wednesday night? What are you doing Wednesday night? Wednesday night, come on over, man. I have one suit and only wear it to chill to Chick-fil-A. You're so funny, man. Be the you that you feel inside. That's who I will see. Amen. Anyway, so we see the 1 hour pulling back here for Bitcoin. 68,700 makes sense. Doesn't look like a horrible pullback. It just looks like something slight. There's a chance it goes more sideways. But the lowest I see, hopefully, you know, if it all goes the way I'm projecting it, 68,300, something like that for BTC. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP for you and show you what's happening to BOOKMAP. It just shows us liquidity. Again, they have most of the liquidity to the upside, but they're never guaranteed. You know, this is real people. Someone could take their order, flip it down here, right? These can change in time. This is almost like some of the astrology tarot card channels I watch. Manifest your dreams to become a reality. I'm being honest. The people that learn manifestation are going to end up at a higher place than the, you know, you have to have hard work and manifestation. The people that just work hard and don't manifest, they're going to end up just kind of being, you know, they'll get somewhere. Don't get me wrong. But if you manifest, you're going to be able to really, really bend time and space. I know you think I'm crazy, and it sounds absurd, and it should, because at the beginning, it's so foreign to the mind. You know, it's very similar to Kung Fu. He looks at what a master can do, and he's like, I'll never be able to do that. Like, that almost looks unreal. You know, push-ups with the fingers, all sorts of crazy. It's like, how could I? But somehow, some way, you achieve these goals. You know, you find a mentor, and you will learn. So if you want to become a multimillionaire, hang out with multimillionaires. Get mentored by a multimillionaire, right? If you're on this channel every day, you're definitely hanging out with a few multimillionaires for sure every time you're here. It's been a downer, but I struggle to believe in myself, but I believe I'm working hard on it, and one day I will get it. I mean, once you get it, you will. It's about your mind, J-Soul. You just got to flip the mind. If you have trouble flipping the mind, I did. I began working out. You got to be curious for your hero's journey and go on it for you and you alone. Amen. 100%. Sounds like you're reading Warrior of the Light or you know, The Richest Man in Babylon, my man. My man taught me manifestation, and I thought she was a bit crazy, my mom, but it works. It does. It does. So I see the 1 hour pulling back here for Bitcoin, somewhere to 68,320 right now. And BOOKMAP doesn't even suggest as much of a pullback, but that's just what my charts say. BOOKMAP suggests we may hold 68.7 and bounce back to the upside here. And there is a good chance that we kind of make a flag like this. You know, we might make some type of ascending, you know, we may make a smaller flag. Just take a look at and take a gander at the smaller time frames and see what they're projecting. Seven minute kind of has a head and shoulder. You see that? But still, you never know in these bullish times, right? You got some support or resistance locally at about 68,571. Still firmly believe that 1 hour will pull back. Oh, they definitely got me at that break even there. It's all right. It's like, do you wrestle back in and watch it pump? It may. That's why I'm so heavy spot. Pretty sketchy here on a Monday. I like to trade the 1 hour, wait for the 1 hour to kind of play its role. It's a really strong bearish div here on the 7 minute too, as this swings down and this swings up. Bit of a rising wedge that lost the flag. So here's the deal. If the rising wedge can get back inside the bottom trend line, I'll take it somewhat seriously. So if this gets back in here and starts doing something like this, all right, then I'll probably, I'll swing in. So what I'll do is I'll draw this out, right? And I'll see, this would be the trade, something like that, right? And it would take me to 70,618 with a stop at 68,892. I think I want to be a little lower than that. That's good. That's better. 68,765. Not saying I'm taking this trade. I'm just, it's more likely it will retest and break down. But I just get it ready just in case. 60, yeah, and it wouldn't be ready yet because we're right there. You'd have to wait for this to come into price action. I mean, somewhere even there. 68, 682. But again, unlikely. I'm just showing you that I'm setting it up. If they flip it back up and we do end up, because if that happens, it could happen so fast, I don't have a chance to really react. Or by the time I react, it starts to move again. I'd like to at least have it set up. And what you can do is, sometimes I do this both, instead of opening up short and longs, I open up projected ideas of both ways and then just take which way the price goes. You see? But definitely oversold here on the 7, good bounce, but it looks like a pullback on the 1 hour time frame. That's what I see happening. Exactly same thing here, that projection, and then we broke down. Nice pump. I mean, we got a nice move this morning. But they don't call it false move Monday for, just because it doesn't false move on Monday. It does it almost every Monday. Get back inside the pattern, I'll take you seriously. Or bearishly retest and retest, come back down. 68,185 area, 68,200. All right. Yeah. I'm about to quit my job and become something with crypto, man. That's what I did. Look what happened to me. Yeah. I got out so quickly. Yeah. If you use profanity on this channel, you will be removed immediately. Anybody that does that will be removed immediately. I don't care what you think. Yeah. And where are my mods at today? No mods. I don't see any mods today. Weird. I was the one that delete that. Moderators. Where are my moderators at today, man? What happened? What is going down? Crypto Lifer, when was the last time you saw Orange VW bus? Can you remember? The question will make sense when I meet you in Vegas, May 2025. I saw a VW bus not that long ago, actually. It was a couple weeks ago, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Why, were you around? Vegas, baby, book, man. Amen. It's a manifestation exercise. Interesting. Collector's item, amen. Thank you. Yeah. Check Santos soccer team pump last night into the morning. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, so we're watching the smaller time frame here for Bitcoin. 15-minute looks interesting too. Might get an SR flip here, but I'm not a huge fan. 1 hour, somewhat struggling. 1 hour could flip. Anything could happen. That's why I'd like to watch this 7-minute. I mean, you can feel the bullishness in the air, right? They just don't want to let it out that easily, right? They want to, like, mess around before they flip you. I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back based on my years of doing that stuff. All right. Guys, you don't delete messages with someone like that. You take them away from the channel forever, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jamie, what are you doing, man? You know, you delete the person from ever coming back on the channel. You get it? You hide user on the channel forever. All right. What a weirdo. Anyway, I'm not even going to look at it. You guys take care of it. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yeah. I don't know if it's a different, I just hid the person on the channel. Yeah. No worries. May God bless everybody here. And this is the time to pray. Dear Lord, as the devil sends horrible people my way, may you always bless us with your presence and your light, love, and happiness. I always know when an obstacle comes my way that good things are coming. I'm in such a full light of high frequency. I'm manifesting 100 mil and it's coming. And I can feel it and I believe it. And this life is full of abundance and I can't wait to see what happens in the next 10, 20 years to each and every one of us. May God bless you all. And thank you for being here. We love you all. We appreciate you. All right. So that's for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of the altcoins, because that's something that I've been really focusing on, and it's super important. All right. Yeah. So the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency, let's take a look at it here on the daily time frame. Daily looks interesting. I really like what I'm seeing here on the daily. It's getting very, very tight. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look how close the moving averages are, right? You have a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and you're getting very, very, very tight. Michael Pa, man, with the $500 super chat coming through. Boom! Knocking him down. Unbelievable. Michael Pa, thank you so much for the $500 super chat. Michael, you must be watching more than I realize. It's like he knew, man. He knew. Unbelievable. May God bless you so much for being here, Michael. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. Unbelievable. $500 super chat, 1,464 beautiful souls. Let's get the likes up to the watches, everybody. You just saw an amazing super chat. 368 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watches. Let's go, baby! Let's get the energy up. Let's push us. Let's blast off like an Elon Musk rocket ship to Mars, baby. All the way to the moon. What do I got to do to get you out of your seat? What do I got to get you to get upside? Bang, bang, bang to the upside, baby. What a world we live in. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Boom, boom, boom. We love you. We appreciate you. And we care about you. And may God just help all the horrible people out there that do strange things. There's nothing we could do but push our positivity every single day, no matter what. Look at the total market cap in these altcoins. It is screaming that the altcoins are about to blast to the upside. We got this high, we have a low, we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low. I mean, this is getting so tight. Moving averages getting tight on the daily. The last time they were this tight on the daily, we had that explosive move around the similar time, October 23rd. We had just kind of started our move above the 200 MA on the 29th of October to the 30th. And then boom, things started to explode to the upside here. Unbelievable move to the upside. All right. Unbelievable move to the upside. All right. Yes. So, and you can see here clearly too, the tightness by the moving averages. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And that's telling us that a big move is coming to the upside. A huge, huge move is coming to the upside. Yeah. So now when I look at it very closely, right, you can see clearly we have a resistance here at $770 billion. I mean, that's going to be the next big hurdle. Can't wait. And then we cross $682 billion too as well. It's going to be absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. All right. Yeah. And so, what is that? Oh, okay. Sorry. You can see the money pouring into Bitcoin too. It's absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Unreal. All right. Unreal. Unreal. And so we have these bigger projections too for Bitcoin. The total market cap looks lovely. I have loaded up on altcoins. We're still going to look at altcoins today and have a blast. We're going to show you a bunch of different things here, see what people are searching for on CryptoRank and have some fun. CryptoRank.io, let's have some fun here for this, as we've got a pretty good handle on BTC. Let's get back into what we're seeing here, 68.9. It looks like we could get back inside this pattern. Chance Bitcoin goes hard. You know, the daily looks really good. If I go to the daily here, I'm going to go to the CoinM futures. Let's take a look here on Bitcoin Perpetual on the CoinM futures. Let's take a look. So, I mean, this just like wants to blast, right? This is a possible trade right here. I was looking at it on the daily. It's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio, right? So the stop loss could be pretty deep beneath the 200 MA there. 63,200, 209. And they take profit all the way at about 87,385. I mean, a big boy, right? And then we're going to risk like what? 0.08. Each one is 600. So 8 times 6 is 48. So that's $5,000 for about 0.2 Bitcoin, 0.1 for about 12 grand. 136 for 316. Oh, so we got to go higher here. Stop loss could be a little lower. I do like the 200 MA though for support. Could do 64, 241. Not my favorite, but it's we have other 200 MAs that are protecting too. That's 110 for 3. I think it would be even more. It's a 4-to-1 now. I don't know why that's playing. Why lately that's been happening. Must have something to do with the Bitcoin price. I'm going to open a giant long there and not look at it for days. All right, but it looks like we will pull back here on the 1 hour, you know. But that's something I just won't look at for a long time, because if I even look at that trade, it'll be crazy. All right. And you got $4,000 in there at 15x leverage. It's basically a whole Bitcoin in the trade. All right. Let's go to USDC here. And that way we're covered. If Bitcoin takes a massive move to the upside, I'm good. If not, I'll take a beating. I'll probably jump out at $1,000 loss or something like that. And, I'll go from there. Let's take a look at the smaller time frames now and see if there's a scalpelino. I mean, then we got the daily with the breakout on the daily. And there's this daily breakout trade, right? Which also is considered to be a move here. We take a close look at it. This tells me we could get all the way somewhere, I don't know, the level I'm looking at is about 78,983 here for BTC. And then previous support is resistance. Resistance, we get the bounce. So if we lose this channel and we lose it, right, it's going to be ugly. It's like shoulder, head, right shoulder, and probably going to be some problems. But if we continue to the upside, things look pretty nice. And you can see we have supportive resistance. We even have a little bit of supportive resistance chop here that we seem to be doing well with as well. So you'd get the 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. This one, we'd only have to get to about 78,893, 78,983. And then the stop would take us somewhere to about, 65,785. All right. And then we move this on up to the upside here. We got frozen. And we froze. Nice pump to clear top liquidity. Amen. Yeah. Amen. For sure. Man, it's crazy, right? I just love life, man. I'm just too many beautiful things in life to focus on anything that's even not anything that's not one of the positive things in my life. There's just so many beautiful positive things in my life. And blessings on blessings to everyone that's here with me, just feeling those blessings. We love you, we appreciate you, and we care about you guys. And we thank everyone that's here on this live stream, spreading positivity, love, light, and happiness no matter what. You know, remember that positivity beats negativity every single time. All right. Negative people can only be negative for so long until they just can't, until they fall off. All right. And eventually the positivity will win. So you just got to stay positive no matter what happens, no matter what goes on, and just keep moving forward. All right. That's all. That's the only thing that matters. All right. That's the only thing that matters. You live with respect and honor, and you do the honorable thing and continue to push forward every single day, and everything else falls into place. Everything else falls into place. Take profit would be 78,176 if we do get the beautiful pump to the upside. Stop loss would be 65,845. And then what I'll do, that's 220 for 6. And we got to see if the small time frames are going to bail on us. See, there we need the 21 to come close. There we got back inside the pattern. The 1 hour could kind of moon and just continue to pump there. Not the worst. And I'm trading the daily anyway, so it's more about what happens today on the daily time frame. So I opened 2 trades in front of you here. We'll see what happens. And then I'm going to go to WEEX. And WEEX is going to be where I scalp. So I don't really need to look at these 2 trades. They're both based on the end of the day today. I need to see where the daily candle closes today. And then I'll reassess those trades. Everything else kind of can be left open. All right. So bam. And then we got to look here for Bitcoin. And always on your toes too. Remember, every single time you make a trade, there's no guarantees you're going to the upside, right? You got to just, push yourself to the limit, and every single day is a battle in trading. And trading, most people will never figure out because they'll usually get the mental ups and downs of trading will usually hit off most people. That's why I teach you mental trading the most, right? I'm always talking about your mindset. I'm always talking about pushing you. I'm always talking about the repetitive nature of every single day. It takes every single day to make it. Every single day, right? It's never going to be easy. And you and I both know that. Even for me, like, you could achieve greatness and you still have to push every single day, no matter what. No matter what. Yeah. So then you're going to look here, at the possibilities in life. And remember that you are the possibility. No matter what happens to you in life, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you are the possibility. Shout out to Hank Merlin. You're amazing. God bless you, Hank. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. And we're going to take a look here at the fan funding and see what you beautiful people are saying here at the fan funding. We got Blockchain Poodles. We got Omar Torres. We got the vibes here always. Much needed and appreciated. Amen. We got Sammy. Can you look at virtuals on base? We'll take a look at that. We got Crypto Facts Report. Follow and like the lifer. God bless you. We have Hank Merlin Studios. And who could forget the big boy, Michael Powell, with the $500 super chat. Breaking it down, banging on us. $551 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Made this stream one of the greatest streams ever in my life. Blessings on blessings. Bitcoin pumps, you never know. We might get another bigger move to the upside. Only time will tell. Always use a stop. Seems like we're getting a little bit of a dumpy here to the downside. All the liquidity is to the upside. Anything is possible. It is False Move Monday. Just be careful. All right. The 1 hour may have to come back to that 21-day moving average. My trades may go up and down. Whenever you're making a big trade, the trade may never go straight up or may straight down. You just got to let it cook. Making big money and leverage is hard because you got to be okay with being up or down a little bit. until you finally win that trade. Most people can't handle that, and they bail out way before the stop loss. They just bail. They do it over and over again until they got nothing left in the account. Like, you got to have a plan and stick to the plan. If you don't stick to the plan, you're going to get chewed up every single time. There's just nothing else you can do. All right. Okay. And I'm just going to be looking at the super chat today. Any super chat comes in, I'll be looking at it. I'm interacting only with the super chat here. Okay? I apologize, but that's kind of mainly what I'm looking at. I'll jump back into the chat. But for now, just send in a super chat. If you want to talk, they could be $1.99. They could be small. And just going to keep me really focused here and going forward at the speed of light. So Total 3 looks absolutely amazing. I like what I'm seeing here for Total 3. I would be stressed if we end up breaking this low and we go to anywhere below 569. All right. What up? Somebody says, can you look at Brett? I'm accumulating, but don't know about the blue frog. Not listed on Coinbase. Why is the question? Brett. Interesting. I like Brett. I own Brett personally. I think they want to get base chain. They want to get you acclimated to base chain. You know, if they just put it on Coinbase, you wouldn't learn about how to get into base, and they really want to get DeFi going. So they want to use what they have already to push people further into the next thing. So, like, I think that's number one. All right. Number two, Brett, Sol 175. You got to love that. GOAT holding 65. Did go to like 79 cents at one point. I got into this coin, AIC. AI Companions. Look like it may get a bit of a pump there. 103. We looked at it yesterday, remember? Who knows? It's got 103 market cap. AI starts making a comeback here in the next couple of weeks like it did last or almost 2 years ago now, which is crazy, right? Bitcoin taking a beat down at 68,840 now. Yikes. So just be careful. Let's take a look at the pullback for BTC. Yeah, it looks like it's getting a bearish retest here of this level. We may get a nasty drop to the downside here. Only time will tell, though. I'm not going to freak out at the first sign of bearishness. Going to let it cook and manifest. See what happens to this 1 hour. It's likely to break down to the 21-day moving average, as we suggested. May double down on my trade at that point. Chance we go sideways and pump. You never know. I'm open-minded. It is False Move Monday, and I'm going to take it one step, one candle, one moment at a time. Yeah, but HK, man, I think Brett's awesome. Yeah, and I've been in Brett for a long time, so we'll see. It's one of my premier memes. I've been up in it for a long time, so we'll see where Brett goes. Look, shoulder, shoulder, kind of head, shoulder, shoulder. Showing signs of a complex head and shoulder on the smaller time frame. Definitely make a nasty dump now to the downside. Do I cover short? Do I cover on that long? Might be down 11, 10 bucks. At the end of the day, these are bigger trades of the daily time frame. I really can't stress small movement here. So I'm going to just kind of let them cook. I got to let them cook. 7 minute doesn't look good, though. And it's like I know the 1 minute's going to break down. That's the hard time of opening up long-term trades. I can always see what's happening on the short term, but eventually I got to let one of them cook. And have my bigger time frame idea open and come back 3 days later. Can you pull up Moonwell from Bluff City Breaks? Let's take a look at Moonwell, USDC here on Moonwell. And we'll see what's happening on Moonwell. And just put Moonwell with no just USD on Coinbase. So it mooned absolutely well here on Coinbase. Oh, we looked at it in this like flag yesterday. And wow, look, it broke out that flag to the upside and then made another secondary flag. Previous support is resistance here, and now it's kind of in this little channel. The chance it continues to pump. We can even open it up and put it in a bigger flag here, which has a bigger target. The length of that pole. That can get you to about 13.79 on Very interesting, right? And so 1379 on Welsh. Shout out to all the beautiful people super chatting. $500 super chat from Michael Pa. $20 from Hank Merlin Studios. HK for the 10 pound. Bluff City Breaks for $199. HK for another 10 pound. I hope, brother, I don't want to lose my pants to it. My wife would kill me. Hey, don't put your pants to it then. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put enough for my wife to kill me in a meme. You know what I mean? Or I hope my wife wouldn't kill. You know what I mean? It's figurative speaking. For my wife to be extra saucy and a little, you know, and not my wife. I'm saying anybody's wife. My wife and me are great. She'll come in and be like, "What did you say about you and your wife?" You know, I'm like, "Nothing. I didn't say anything. It wasn't me and you, babe. I swear. Don't hurt me. No." I'll be on the couch before you know it. Crypto wifer don't play, man. She runs a tight ship. So Moonwell could make some gains here. You know, after that bearish divvy bouncing higher lows again. And there's just something about this, and it is a lending borrowing protocol that continues to kind of make some headway here. And so there's a chance Moonwell goes from 10 to 13. This could be the buy zone here after a bounce. Bitcoin struggling 68,007, 68,680. It seems to be dumping. All right. Moonwell looking absolutely beautiful, though. I like Moonwell. I'd put an alert on Moonwell. And you could either buy the aggressive nature is right now. But what if it pumps up, hits the top, comes back down, and gets like kind of tight right there? That's like, you know, not much further away from the same value you got in there, but way less aggressive of an entry. So I use alerts to see if I can just shave a little bit more than I was trying to get before. You see, if I can do that, I'm in there like swimwear. If not, I get it. I'm okay with it. You see what I'm saying? It's just an added, okay, could it happen that way? If it can, so be it. So the alerts aren't like, I know it's going to happen for sure. The alerts are, happen the way I want you to happen, and I'll take you down. Right? That's what it's about. So, you know, the alert is set on Moonwell, and then I would put this to the trading group and say, hey, I'd put alerts on Well and watch Well pretty closely. And very important that we take a look at Well when we watch it very closely. Dear Lord, thank you so much for my haters and weird people that do things, because if I was never successful, if I never made it, that would never happen to me, right? So what a blessing. May God bless everybody here, and everything that happens to me in my life, or everything is a blessing. All the ups, all the downs, I take everything as a blessing. God bless everybody here. Thank you so much for manifesting with me, pushing with me, believing in yourselves. You can, you will, you are the best. It's you that creates the opportunity. If you're the opportunity, then you can win. If you're not the opportunity, then it's never going to happen. Right? What's going to happen? How could you not? How could you be not? How could you think you're not the opportunity and end up being the opportunity? But if you are the opportunity, there's so much for you coming, and there's so much, you know, coming your way in life. So you must believe that you are the opportunity 110% every step of the way. Super, super important. Nobody knows what's going to happen to BTC. All right. The 1 hour suggests that we do take a tumble back down to the 21-day moving average. Kind of looks like the most likely scenario here for Bitcoin. And I wanted to open up my weeks there. And yeah, weeks are, you know, I'm going to open up weeks to see if we can open up a live trade here on a Scalpelino. Possibly we might have to take a short down, because my other trades are just bigger time frame ideas. I've learned if you want to really trade bigger time frame lev, you got to learn just to kind of let the trade sit. You can't be staring at it all day, because you'll just be like, oh, those are good gains, but like you're going for something bigger than that. You got to let it cook. Shout out to anyone that jumped into WEEX or MEXC with both of my links. I greatly appreciate that. They're also doing awesome stuff. Commit to earn 833, right? Commit WEX to earn salad. All sorts of cool stuff you can do here on WEEX. Halloween Futures Trading Challenge. Win Apple products and share 100,000 USDT. Jump on it today. Use my QR code. Use my link to find out more. All right. Okay. Thank you, HK. God bless you, brother. Amen. Yeah, time change, I believe, is next week. 100%. Yeah. The name of this song is Now I Know by West and Sander. Right? By West and Sander. Remember, go to Futures Pro. That's going to be the spot. I believe I logged in already. Oh, there we go. I was like, what? Look at the 777s, man. Funny. Last time I made a trade on the 777s. So this account was 900. It's now 1796. Beautiful double up, basically $4 shy. Is there still some gains here? You know, the smaller time frames look interesting. They don't seem to want to give up. They don't seem to want to let the Bulls win. I mean, the Bears win here. Chance that this little flag does make some gains on a scalpelino. But only time will tell. All right? Only time will tell. If the 1 minute falls below the 2 to May, would it be your next go-to time frame? Yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't use the 2 to May. Yeah. At that point, I'm looking for a bullish reversal. You know what I mean? You can use the 30-second. Yeah. You can use the 30-second. But, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we're going to watch this flag here on Bitcoin and see if we get a beautiful pump up to 70,288. That's going to be beautiful. That's the key level that we're looking for. That's what I want to see happen for BTC. All right. No Brett TA. I mean, Brett TA is really unneeded. It's a long-term idea. Either believe in Brett or you don't, right? I mean, if you want, we'll do some Brett TA, but it's kind of like, you know, either you believe in Brett or you don't, in my humble opinion. Like, you know, you either know that memes are going to go up in time and you take a shot at a meme or you don't. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just, you know, it's just something I got to say. I'll take a look at Brett, though. Where would be the best place to get in? Brett on base. Well, I would look at the daily time frame. This ain't it, right? This is it. Why is it looking... So yeah, it had this initial pump, then went sideways, and you can see it's kind of doing well because if you don't want pump and dumps, you want these slow movements. You want low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. The next thing you would think is in a trend, you would have a higher high. So you're looking for this flag, and it's a bit of a cup and handle here, and it's resting on support or resistance. But to me, it says, hey, that's a good place to be getting into Brett. You know, technically speaking, again, it could go to zero. It's a meme. Who knows? I don't want to ever encourage anyone to do anything. You know, you do whatever makes you happy. But for me, technically, like, you know, if you're learning technical analysis, I mean, previous support is resistance. If you pull a Fibonacci, you've come back down to a 786 fib. It's a good spot, you know, and you're making higher lows in a row. And then you have a trend, and the trend is intact, right? That's a trend line that you've been hitting. Suggests that you'll bounce off the trend line as if you have each time and continue the uptrend. You have resistance at 11 cents, but I don't see why you couldn't get back to 14 cents here for Brett. And it's holding, you know, just under a $1 billion market cap still. It's a very strong coin compared to a lot of the other memes. Yeah, I firmly believe it's all about stacking Bitcoin, though. I firmly believe it's about stacking BTC. Breakcoin wrap to ETH. Amen. Yeah. Hey, you know, don't. It may come back with a vengeance. You know, we never know. Let's not count our chickens before they're unhatched. KASPER, please. Thank you. Much love and respect. God bless you, man. Shout out to John Collin. Thank you for being here. God bless you and yours for jumping on into this beautiful live and making it awesome. Every one of you that makes this live, that becomes part of the live, you guys know you make it awesome. Like, it's you guys that show up every day that make this live amazing. All right. KASPER, thank you. Much love and respect. Let's take a look at KASPER. And let's take back at Bitcoin. Dang, Bitcoin taking a beat down, 68,660. See, my trade is just not down. It's down like $40, right? You don't risk a lot if you see on a false move Monday. I like to open my trades Monday night. That's when we're going to actually really get busy and see what happens. Mods on fire. Shout out to Sean. We love you, baby. And we had more. We had the moderation. I mean, we had an army of mods. Right? Can I ask you the need to trade? And I gave it no mind. See, power of the mind. My life is going too good, everybody, to even notice it. Honestly, there's just too many beautiful things in my life, and I'm using my mind to look at beautiful things, nothing else. You know, and if I'm not looking at beautiful things, I can't project more beautiful things, and I want to stay in a high vibration. And so it's all about how you project. And so I didn't even see it, honestly. Like, it was there, but it didn't exist to me. You know, and I'm going to even stop even sniffing on it. Life for Mod Snipers, amen. Yeah, we got a strong team, man. Shout out to Chase Bomber. We love you. Thank you for being here with the 333. Let's take a look at KASPER. Somebody asked about KASPER, right? On CoinEx. So last time we looked at it, possibly could make a boom. This is a meme on KRC20, right? So you'd expect it to dump and go to zero, right? That's just what you got to expect. Look what's interesting, though, right? It made an Adam and Eve double bottom. Sorry, I had this on a different tab accidentally. Where were we? Right here. Yeah. It made an Adam and Eve double bottom. And I've been seeing this a lot. It makes the Adam and Eve double bottom. And then it makes a flag retesting the neckline of the Adam and Eve. I see this a lot. And that flag's a bit of a cup and handle, and then we break to the upside. I mean, this tells you that KASPER wants to break out of this key level. And it is bullish after the pullback. And then you take the fib, and we'll go right to where I can see that perfect wick there. Boom. And it bounced off the 786 on the double bottom, which is beautiful. And now it's in the golden pocket. I mean, that tells you it could be a beautiful buy and continue to some new all-time high. Right? Looks like it can at least get back to the chop it had back there at that high. I would look for a 0016 just based on how it's retesting the neckline of the Adam and Eve double bottom, and based on the 30-minute pushing to the upside and the 618 Fibonacci. All that coming into play is a little too coincidental for me. And again, as a man of the universe and manifesting, I've never believed in a coincidence as being accidental. Coincidences are important, even especially in trading. When you combine into a coincidence, it's telling you that something has kind of, there's synchronicity there. And I always look at that every single time. So, what are your opinions on grass? I think grass is interesting. It could go well long term. See, people can still do their airdrop and stuff and play with grass, yeah. Moderation sensation, feeling elation. You're funny, man. What time approximately on Monday? Yeah. About 6 to 7 at night. But in my trading group, you'll know. I'll look at the charts and what I see. But usually between 6 and 9, I open up a trade Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Wednesday night. I love those nights. Please have a look at USDT dominance, bro. Sending you love and respect from Bali. Shout out to Andy L, man. God bless you. Thank you for being here. And Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance. No reason seeing those alone, right? Bitcoin dominance skyrocketing. We talked about it. We said, I see Bitcoin dominance likely taking off. 3-day chart even looked pretty bullish for Bitcoin dominance, suggesting that we would get a punch. And what's happening? We're punching out. And it looks like the 3-day wants to continue further to the upside, possibly all the way up to 64%. And that's kind of the next big level we're seeing. And so far, so good, defying any type of bearish div, pushing to the upside for Bitcoin dominance. Now, when Bitcoin dominance pumps, you want to see Tether dominance dumping. If they pump together, that's no good. On the 3-day, this is dumping while Bitcoin, and this is the shoulder, head and shoulder, the daily, right? And look, I'm in this giant inverted cup and handle. There's your cup, there's your handle to the downside. All is looking with the continuation to the downside as suggested. Who wants to be in Tether? Nobody. Everybody seems to be dumping their Tether. This was a bear flag. You bearishly retested the bottom of the bigger channel. This channel here, see, you came back, bearishly retested. I see a continuation to the downside. The daily's overbought and about to dump. Tether dominance about to take a fall like you haven't seen, suggesting that Bitcoin's going to go ripskis. 68,600 might be the last chance to buy these coins in Bitcoin before a massive pump. I'm just saying, you never know. You never know. You never know over here. Please have a look at the USDT dominance, bro. We did. Thank you to Andy L in the house. Shout out to all the awesome people here that gave on Super Chats. We had a $500 Super Chat from a Michael Pa, a individual who has yet to identify himself other than Michael Pa. But maybe I just have to run that through the system. But Michael's done this for me. I don't know how many times. I think over 30 times. He's definitely dropped a $500 super chat, maybe 40 in my lifetime. God bless you, Michael. Thank you so much. All right. If you keep going, soon you're going to buy me my next Lambo with super chats. Unbelievable. The guy's unbelievable. Sam, is it the cup and handle and the W bottom on the UST 2 hour? I mean, you kind of have this, but it's a bear flag to me. You're below the 200 MA on the 2 hour time frame. You know, you're not bullish unless you get back above the 4 hour. You got rejected by the 4 hour 200. That's bearish. I see bearish. I see a cup and a handle there too, an inverted cup and handle for more downside. I see more downside. Tether dominance just doesn't look amazing. Bitcoin is struggling today though, and it looks like it may want to pull back to that 21-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. So if you're in a bigger trade, hold on to your horses here. They're playing with us. They're going to get your emotions, try to give you back that Bitcoin, try to close those positions. You got to have conviction or be ready to take an L. Like, I'm okay to lose $1,000 on that trade. If it is what it is, I take it out. I'll be all right. It won't be, you know what I mean? I'll be fine. Live, you just skipped the super chat from HK. Could you please check ACTI and Luna by virtuals? We don't skip super chats, all right? We go through them all. We just kind of have to go through them thoroughly and double check Bitcoin while we're doing it. Yeah, we don't skip them though. Don't worry, my friend. We're going to go through them all nice and slowly. Yeah. What happens is my team puts them out here in the live chat and puts them all nice and neat together. A moderator will do that for me, and we'll continue going through the super chats. Yeah. No worries. But thank you for thinking that we did super chat. It shows that you are new here, and I love when there's new people here on the stream. Okay. Been trying to send super chats for 10 minutes. You know, I can't seem to send super chats either. I don't know why. I have no idea why. One of my moderators put that blue thing where they put all the chats for me so I can just see them all together. It would be such a blessing. I know you guys have already been working your butts off. I appreciate it. Your bottoms off. My wife likes when I say bottom. She doesn't like when I say the word butt. She thinks it's unacceptable. So, and look at that. The second I ask for it, Lakochi does it. Super chats, virtuals, Act 1, and Luna by virtuals, DIA. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Priceless. I don't need a thing. I'm just getting coached by a pro is awesome enough, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Craw Billy's Crossum enough. I get it. Craw Billy, Crossum. I was about to say, wait, no typo there. Shout out to Craw Billy. God bless you, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Celebrate the 10 super chatting alive. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Dolan on Soul. Shout out to Michael with the 199. Blessings on blessings. Thank you. And Bitcoin getting the pummeling to the downside as we did suggest it was going to at the beginning of the stream. Why did I open up a long then, right? I don't know, you know, because if I didn't take that bigger long on the bigger time frame, I may never have taken it. But and then the smaller trades just, you know, and it could always be worse, right? 28 beans, not that bad. All right, I'll be okay. And there's a chance we hit the 21, we just bounce, and it's short-lived too as well. Only time will tell. But it is every time I'm away from a 21-day moving average, it's likely we pull back to the 21. And it's something that we talk about here. And you have high stochastics away from the 21. Basically should have shorted it perfectly, but it is what it is, you know. I don't really start to short when the market's getting this frothy. For me to short now, we'd have to start losing the 200 MA on the 4 hour and the daily, and then I'll flip back to short in the market. They'd have to change the trend on me, right? Man, Chiefs 7-0, man, continuing to bang on them. So yeah, you see this move to the downside likely coming here for Bitcoin. Wow. So yeah, pullback coming. Now, if we lose this level there at 68,281, we're going to drop further down to probably 67.7. Just be careful. All right. Just be careful. Okay, so now someone wants to look at virtuals. Virtuals just ripped out of nowhere. right? It just kept ripping. But, you know, Token Metrics had it. However, they knew it was going to rip. Like, their computer system was able to figure out what was going to happen there for virtuals. All right. Looks like I even put out a chart here with an alert way back then. Had no idea it was going to do what it did, though. I mean, that's insanity. Absolute insanity. But it was something that we did find from Token Metrics, and we did talk about it, right? But honestly, who knew? Like, it was just another new coin there. That's why you never know. I mean, it's constant speculation. I don't always hit it, but eventually I hit a virtual or something awesome. A couple times every few months you hit something big and you're like, wow, right? Right? But look, 6 days ago was 1022. Right here, right? 1022 right here. And that's what, even before virtual took off even more, it did 200% there from 1022. And you can see here, I'm putting it out and talking about Token Metrics. I said, you know, there are hotter meme coins right now, and virtual and Quantix AI. Like, and you know, virtual was telling us it was going to boom. Look, 333 on the market cap. It's weird. It was like telling me something. All right. Saga looks interesting to me too. I like what Saga could do. I just want to see when I put out that alert. It must have been even on the live. Yeah, because then it goes back too far. Back in October 11th, though, this thing, boom. I have an alert back there for whatever reason. And then this thing just took off. Unbelievable. You never know about a coin these days. You really never know what could happen. So now it's extended, right, at this point. I mean, it's up huge. Not something you would want to chase or anybody, right, at this. But you'd have to say, well, does it have more legs? You know, that's where I would pull the Fibonacci and trust in the fibs. And trusting in fibs is big. You got to really get used to it. And you want to see it that this can kind of fill out the flag and continue further to the upside. Very, very important. Key level we're looking at here is about 7.9 for virtual. And we have a lot of resistance here at 52 as well for virtual. So only time will tell, but we are seeing a bit of a move to the downside. It is Monday, false move Monday. Be careful. They could reverse this price right back up to 6,800 in 2 seconds too. I would be very, very careful about shorting or even long. I mean, it's false move Monday. Just always remind yourself of that. All right. When we have the likes up to the watchers, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. We have Blair Cypher. Wow. Soul playing with the 15-minute tutor May. What's your thoughts, Sam? Always betting on a Bitcoin bear trap. We want 70K. Let's go, lifers. Shout out to Blair Cypher for being in the house. Thank you for the $49.99. We got Fox USA. We have Luna by Virtuals. We have Soul, DIA, and Dolan on Soul, and AIT to get through. We still have a lot of super chats coming our way. Let's take a look at AIT, USDT, AIT protocol on CoinEx, AI Malls, right? Also on MEXC. I believe this is what you're looking at. You know, AI Malls is interesting because it broke back above that 8 hour, had that nice pump, and kind of, you know, making a bit of a falling wedge here flag. Looks like it may really respect his previous supporter's resistance and start to bottom something like this. Right? Come down a little bit more, bottom out. If you believe in this project and you think it's got numbers, I mean, this could be kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom there. I bought a little bit of this coin, speculating on it a while back. Still own it, who knows? But it's not like mine. I'm not like, oh yeah, you know. I don't know. I'd stay. I'm not a fan of it. I think there's better out there. But, you know, it says there's your high, there's your low, there's your high, there's your high or low. Likely it could get a bounce. And this is a good DCA moment. But again, I'm not about it. It's up to you. DIA is a much more, you know, higher end idea, in my humble opinion. Nicer coin. Definitely wanted to wait for it to pull back, right? I didn't want to chase DIA. I would begin a DCA into DIA if I didn't have any of it before. I just don't see how this coin does it eventually make this bigger leg to the upside. Now, who knows? Maybe shoulder, head, right shoulder. It could, you know, you never know. But pull a fib here. And to me, I mean, that 618, 786 is coming right at the previous supporter's resistance. tells me that this is accumulation anywhere between about 82 and 96 cents before it rips back up to $2. This thing is a hot item. It's an amazing protocol. It's a good project. When it starts to rip again, people will be all over it. But, you know, you heard it here first. You know, you want to watch your biggest time frame you can find, the daily, the 8-hour, and look for this price action to reset a bit. But right now is when I would definitely start nibbling, right? All the other times it was a little too high, but this is a good nibble for me and other areas. I'm still not really ready if I'm going to add anything bigger to my portfolio yet, or just add to what I already own. But we'll see. DIA looks very interesting. Maybe it pumps all the way up here to about 2. All right. Grass, new listing on MEXC. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Yeah. Yes, pump coming. It's still the 1-minute liquidity supply around 69. Scalp up, baby. You never know, right? You never know. 68,520 for Bitcoin, though. And we are coming back down to the 21-day moving average on the 1-hour time frame. It'd be nice if it can kind of bounce back. You'd like to see it make more of a flag than just a nasty dump. Then break on out of here when the 21 comes into price and we're gone, right? Stochastics reset and we're ready to rock. Same as last night. Similar idea here with low stochastics to the upside. All right. Someone said it's not that AIT. Look at AIT here then. Is it this? AIT for wrapped ETH? I think it's this here, AIT protocol. $28 million market cap. Don't worry, we got you. I mean, it pumped and came all the way down to you. I mean, they both look like they're in the dumps. It's funny, they're similar. It does have the higher low like ApeCoin did before it pumped up hard. Says that's your best time to buy, but it's a meme that could go to zero, man. I don't know. I'd be careful. 1 minute, 3 minute close below the 200 EMA on the smaller time frame. Short-term dump in the making. Exactly. Yeah, that already happened on the simple. See, that's why the simple, in my mind, it's like already kind of showing you that. Clear mind, clear decisions. Amen. Yeah. Ave pumped and dumped. Amen. It's still the 1 minute liquidity supply above 69K. You never know. You never know. Okay. Moving forward, continue to send these super chats in. What Politify coins does everybody own? None. Ave pumped and dumped, somebody said. Interesting. Yeah. Soul Strategies Inc. No. And if it was you're funny, man. Dog on runes. How do you look at runes? I'm not even into runes protocol that much, man. And all that building on you know why? I'm into stacking Bitcoin, not using my Bitcoin or losing it or taking a shot with it. You know, they kind of turned Bitcoin into like a Solana, you know what I mean? But it's on TradingView. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at Dog USDT. Dog to the moon on MEXC. It was in that nice flag, but it pulled back to support and resistance here. Draw that trend line. I'd even pull like a Fibonacci on this level to see kind of how it's looking on the bounce. Came back down to the 618 golden pocket. Could make a slanted right shoulder at dump still too. But what it tells you is this could be, and again, remember I showed you the altcoins. They look amazing on Total 3. See, Total 3 is your guide to any coin we really talk about here when it comes to Bitcoin. You want to be really paying attention to all these different levels. Focus on these key ideas, all right? Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, the best place to park yourself long-term. Buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. You can't do it anywhere else. They just added SUI too, as it's coming down to 165, that beautiful place. And I said SUI would come back. People thought I was crazy. It happens all the time. I've seen it thousands of times on many coins. They got Ton. They got Solana. I mean, they got Pepe. They got Dog with Hat. Check them out. I Trust Capital. Prepare for the future with cryptocurrency. And you could take it, you know, when the ETF dumps or pumps, but when the weekend, say Bitcoin dumps, but you can't get into the ETF because they only do the stock market hours. You'd be able to get, you know, take care of Bitcoin in long term and buy it here in your iTrust Capital. You can't do that. You can't do that. Shout out to Decrypted.tax. Once you make the money, what do? You got to do your taxes. Schedule a free consultation and get it done. Import your wallets and exchanges now at Decrypted.tax. Experts in cryptocurrency. And that owner, Ernest, my buddy, he even owns a Bored Ape. So he's in the game heavy. He's one of you. So he understands exactly what you're thinking, feeling, and going through. You know, who else would you want to do your taxes with? Get a free consultation and sign up today at Decrypted.tax. We thank you so much for the sponsorship from both of those beautiful companies. Yeah, so Dog to the Moon looks like a good pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. Let's take a look at Fox USD. Shapeshift Fox on Coinbase. Wow, that thing just got lit from 3 cents all the way back up to 8 cents. Got litty. Crossed the 200 MA on the 10 on the small time frame, right? Crossed the daily 200 MA and continued to pump. It's all about those 200 MAs, baby. So then it made a flag, pumped, and it's almost like it was following Bitcoin's like rally, pumped, and then came back down. Can it retest the top of this channel? Or does it bearishly retest all the way to the downside? The moving average is a little far apart, which tells me to be careful. The 4 hours a little extended. And you got some bearish div even up here now. I mean, I see some bearish divergence away for the 21. To me, it's most likely going to come back to the 21 here on the 4 and then find its way. Might even come lower. I look somewhere there at that fib, previous support or resistance. Somewhere at 6 and 7 tenths of a cent, possibly 6 cents. What's your opinion on AITECH? I own a lot of AITECH and believe it could do numbers one day, but you never know. I mean, a lot of these are speculative assets that could go to zero. We don't know for sure, right? They don't have substantiability. No one knows about them. And almost every of these little, really small coins are just falling off recently, from RWA to AITECH, you name it. And it's kind of putting people in disbelief, right? They're thinking, well, Solana keeps pumping, memes keep pumping, a certain select coins keep pumping, but the AI coins have not. Gonna wait for an AI rally. This thing has, you know, beautiful pump back up there in September too. Only to kind of give it back again, back to 8 tenths of a cent, right? It's very trying. You're like, but it's like, you know, you got to believe in the coins long term. Like Ape did this, and then that was its higher low. So, in my mind, the coins you hold, you got to believe in long term, be able to kind of go through this time. If not, you're going to be taken out. All right. Can you look at Fox token? I'm up and wondering where it's headed. Thank you. I thought I just looked at it. Yeah. Yeah, we just looked at Fox. 68.5 holding for Bitcoin. See if it can continue to hold throughout the day here. Pole USDT and Kusama USDT. Sui completed forming the inverted cup and handle. Dump is retracing a bit, but measured move takes us all the way down to 150. Yeah, possibly. I mean, that's just kind of the sweet spot too, where it looks like it's going to fall down to. All right. Where my lifers at, man? How we falling off the 13? Maybe God bless all the beautiful 1,300 people here. Maybe it was the onslaught that had something to do with it. Who knows, man? But $700 in chat revenue. It's a heavy day in chat revenue. Maybe the current viewers is wrong. I have no idea. Who knows, man? Maybe there's just a lot of people streaming at once. Yeah, GFI, they keep bleeding that thing out too. You know, let's look at GPU Node AI. This was a coin that I really wanted to get back when it pumped hard, and it got away, right? It just continued to fly. You know, too speculative for me at this point, too new, you know, on the verge of like, could it go lower? If I loved this coin, I knew it was behind it, believed they were going to do great, and I was really into the team, I bet, man, this is probably a great price. But that's not the case for me. It may be the case for you. I don't know. But, you know, generally speaking, when you touch the bottom of the bowl, you do get a bounce. I've seen it many, many times. So you would expect some type of bounce here back to the upside. And it could be one of the greatest times to buy this thing as it's in accumulation. but you got to believe in it. The TA does suggest that's the best place to buy, but you got to believe in the coin as well. Bitcoin at 68,460, just getting pummeled back down to the 21-day moving average as suggested on the 1 hour time frame. And the stochastics taking us further down as well. All right. Bitcoin dumping, that's okay. It's false move Monday. We got the false pump up. They reverse it back down. It all happened exactly as it was supposed to, and then we get the move back to the 21-day moving average here. So, not too shabby. Sam, please check APT Aptos, right? We got to look at Luna on I don't know what this Luna by Virtuals is. Yeah, it seems a little too new for me. Luna by Virtuals. Let's see here. Wow, they got an aerodrome though. That's interesting. So you can get it on base. That's very interesting. Virtual for Luna. Huh. Say it's on Radium here. What the heck is it though? Like Luna, the visual and lead vocalist of AITECH, captivates with her girl next door charm and expansive emotional singing. Known for her kindness and empathetic nature, she embodies a gentle spirit, inspiring fans with her heartfelt performances and relatable persona. AITECH has over 500k followers in TikTok, averaging 700 gifts per live stream daily. She's the first AI agent to have launched on Virtual Protocols, initial AI agent offering platform. She live streams 24/7 over at Virtuals. Interesting. So Virtuals Protocols blowing up because you can watch AI all the time. So she's always there all the time talking and hanging out, and you can interact with her, I guess. I'm not a fan of this stuff. I think it's not good. Like, I want people to become friends of themselves and all that. All right. I mean, it has a real strong bearish div there, and it is making a move to the downside. You see, like, it had the rising wedge, and it's breaking down, similar to what Bitcoin was doing. It does have a nice, like, you know, it's hitting like that. Now let me make it big. That's all they gave me. I just don't know where the best place to see this is. Luna Virtuals on Wormhole there. But like there's so many, there's Luna Virtuals on base. They had it on Radium too though. Yeah, this is it, 15 cents. And there's the same, yeah, there it is. So, I mean, it had a bearish divergence, and then it had a M pattern there, right? It's attempting to make an inverted head and shoulder now, but it's pretty bearish, in my humble opinion. And it looks like it's going to come right back down somewhere to 7 cents. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm looking for here. You know, follows this channel. That's a bit of an M there, too. An M's breakdown. You see the M? And M suggests they'll break to the downside 68% of the time, so that's likely to go further down. All right. Super Chat, Sol, AR, and Dolan. Let's take a look at SOL, Sol, USDT. Okay. Sol on MEXC. So Sol's just continuing to pump. All right. I'm super excited what's happening to Solana. It is hitting a bit of a resistance here. You see top of the channel. And it suggests you may see Solana come back down 149, 150. Got to raise this up a little bit. Maybe it only gets as low as 155. You know, and it may even happen on a wick. But to me, you know, I do see, you know, possibly one last kind of consolidation here before Sol just absolutely takes off to the upside and makes its just lunar eclipse movement. So last chance to get into Sol. As it comes down, maybe makes that higher low one more time. But there's a chance it does breach 180 and then it never looks back. If it breaks out above 180 here, you know, you kind of have a triple bottom there. You see that? 1, 2, 3. all off 123. I put 100 grand in Sol at 109. So whatever happens to Sol, we'll see what happens, man. And I'd like to get to that right up here to that $400 level. It says somewhere by June of 2025, May of 2025. Everyone else thinks we can get to these higher levels. We're going all the way to the moon and all this nonsense. Bitcoin bouncing pretty fast back to the upside. If you got into a short, you may be getting rocked. I'd be careful shorting the market today. I just got to say that. More people making fun of me right now. I'll lose a trade. People make fun. They don't know. But hours from now, it may end up being one of the biggest wins you've ever seen. You never know. You never know. It's an AI agent where you use the token to interact with it. Yeah. Blessing, Sammy. Just made it to the live. I was in a Zoom conference this morning. We'll watch the replay. Amen. Thank you. Please don't forget the like button, everybody. Amen. Yeah. Super chat not working. Can you please look at TIA, brother? God bless. Yeah. I see Solana continuing to the upside. One last chance. If it bounces off 150, would be the last possible chance to grab it before a massive move to the upside. Ivan Roque asked about AVAX. We got AR. We got Dolan on Sol. Dolan. Dolan Duck. I don't know. Is this it? There's a bunch of them. It's got a $39 million market cap. I think that's probably it. I mean, it's kind of got a cup and handle inside of the flag. You see this like cup handle downward. And then you take your Fibonacci from Impulse. I mean, it's at the 618. It may go a little lower, but it looks like it could come to a reversal there and bounce. It's a meme. I don't really care. God bless you. I hope it plays out, but you never know. It could go to zero. But technically speaking, there's a bounce off that 618 coming. If it retests the 0.5 fib, I don't see how it can't get back up. And that target would take it to 128. We'll come back to it. We'll see if it happens a few weeks from now. Okay. Shout out to the 68,620 Bitcoin, baby. It could get back up to 69,000 would be key later on today. Does Reef still have a chance? I don't know. Reef looks pretty garbage. I wouldn't be trading Reef personally. I would leave it alone. There's so much hot stuff out there. Why do people want to trade the old coins from last cycle that weren't even that hot? They were cool, but they weren't amazing. Like Aave was hot. Like Aave, you know what I mean? There's some coins that really held their own. You got to give them their respect, but not every coin was that amazing. Reef was cool, but it wasn't that cool. Reef got me into cake and changed my life. Like Reef token played a role in my life because I was mining it, and someone said, hey, why don't you mine it over in cake? And I was like, what is that, right? I mean, Avalanche is kind of hanging on by a thread here. This better be some of the lowest prices, 25. You desperately need a bounce. So it can make a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder, and then continue further to the upside here at 47. That's what you're looking at here, 47, 49 here for Bitcoin. That's the key level that I would like to see. Ondo and Pyth price predictions. CoFund 007 just filled up on bond. I have so long. Yeah, Sui is making a lot of people sweat now. I bought a day at 175 and waiting since then for it to come to my entry to get out. I told everybody to watch it and I told them not to ape in. I got it at 90, sold at 65. People laughed at me. And I sold a little at 70. People laughed at me when it continued to pump, right? Oh, that guy. I saw people aping it at 183, 190. I'm talking $5 grand, $6 grand. People that are the leader of trading groups aping to these coins at high prices in front of people. Again, bless everyone that did it. I think in the long term, those probably will be good buys. So I'm not trying to really hate that much. I'm just trying to say the hype was crazy. And a lot of people just like, man, if I don't get now, and whenever I feel that, I pull away. I just pull away because what it tells me at that very moment in time is I'm not the opportunity. I believe everything outside of me is the opportunity, and I begin to chase. And what happens when you chase, you are now not the opportunity. The opportunity you believe is outside of you. And so every time I chase, I remind myself that that's not how I got wealthy. That's not how I go after what I desire in life. I desire by becoming successful. Success attracts. You attract. Success isn't something you chase. It's what you attract by becoming the person you want to become. Right? We say that with the Jim Rohn every single day and repeat that process over and over again. Can you bend time and space with your mind through manifestation? And that's the key. All right. Look at this. This is what got stopped out long time ago, though. Airweave, you know, and it's starting to make its Adam and Eve, but it's you see them like this, see? The Adam and Eve is like slanted. You can't really notice it, but it's there. It's there. This was a hot coin. Everybody seemed to like it, and it ran up pretty nicely. Let me perfect my fib there too. Yeah, and I mean, it's in the 786 fib coming. It says it can't get much lower than this. So Airweave is basically coming all the way back down again. They're draining these alts. It's just crazy. They pumped them in March. They pumped them a little bit. They gave us a little bit of a rally there in September. And they're dumping the alts now. Bitcoin pumping back to 68,720. And so far, so not so bad here, right? We're only down $20 after the WEEX. Some people got messed in, you know. You'll see over time. People laugh at me. People say whatever they want. But I'll be here every single day banging on them to the upside until we continue to crush it. Can you look at Arrow, baby? Arrow, baby. Arrow. I love Aerodrome, man. I like assets that just produce and do well from the start and continue to do well. When you invest as much as I do, eventually you get a few that just produce from day one, and Arrow is one of them. I got into 30 cents at the low and it just never stopped for me. I love ONDO, but look at this double top for ONDO. Like, what is happening here in these altcoins? Like, we got these low price action, perfect time to get in. The total 3 looks amazing, but you know, certain altcoins look like they're bleeding out today. The market looks a bit odd today. I have to give it to you. And you know, Black Swan is anything could happen. And you know, there's election jitters all over the place too. It's got to have something to do with the iffy markets. But ONDO, that's a double top. I mean, that's an M pattern that breaks down 68% of the time. How ONDO doesn't go back down to 45? I don't know what happened to ONDO. Are they unlocking? Is something going on? It looks like there's something shady going on here. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. What is going on with ONDO? Why is it in a bear flag and dumping horribly hard? So ONDO, man, and I own a big bag of it, so I'm a little concerned here. What the heck is going on with ONDO? A 4 hour suggests ONDO is headed down all the way to somewhere to 45 cents. It's about to tank. I don't know what's happening, but that's what this charts are telling me. That's what the charts are telling me. We'd have to get a bounce pretty soon for ONDO. But wow, I don't know. It doesn't look amazing. I don't know, understand what's happening. The 4 hour says it's about to dump and dump hard, and it already just started a second ago. If I'd seen this flag earlier, that's a short for ONDO. And look, you got a death cross coming there too. The 200 losing. What is happening? The whole market looked good. All coins look great. Why is ONDO dumping hard? I'll be honest, everybody. This is a bit of a strange couple days. All coins have been taking a beat down, kind of behind the scenes. You know. Last one, Dan. JASMY. Thank you. Shout out to Ivan Rowe. Let's take a look at JASMY. JASMY, baby. JASMY. Shout out to my beautiful Floridians. Everyone out here kicking it with me. We love you. We appreciate you. We care about you guys so much, and we thank you. It just, something must have happened. Every day I do the live, right? And I'll do the live till like 12:30, and we have 1,500 people on at 12:30. I just never seen this. I'm super excited. I don't want to say anything. God forbid, you know, I'm super blessed that I have 1,200 people here. I don't want to put that down. $700 in chat revenue. Maybe I'll refresh it or something, and something happened. But usually when I blab, and I'm not even talking about the charts, we got 1,400 people here, well past the live. So it makes me just wonder, like, today's an anomaly. You know, he said daylight savings time in Europe. Really? Wow. And that knocks off that many people from the live. So strange. More dollars in revenue than likes on the video. Isn't that crazy? I mean, who does that? Nobody. It's very rare. You never see that. 723. Let's get to 1,000 likes, everybody. I know we could get there. And we battled through a lot of negativity today. We had a battle. It's because certain other YouTubers now live at the same time again. Interesting, yeah. I lost an hour of live because of that. POPCAT, please. Let's take a look at POPCAT. Let's take a look at POPCAT. POPCAT's still looking beautiful. You know I put 6 racks into POPCAT, and it's continuing to stay inside this flag. I don't like what I'm seeing here for POPCAT. POPCAT could begin to do numbers, and it's one of the hotter coins right now. We're watching for it to just go sideways. My next target for POPCAT is for it to go 264. So I put 6 rand in Ponky, but I had 6 rand in POPCAT, which I did take profits from. But I may jump back into POPCAT. I like what I'm seeing here, and just swing trade it for some quick gains. You know, take it for 85, 80, maybe somewhere between 50 and 60 inside the middle. POPCAT looks hot to me. I would keep it on the radar for sure. Definitely something you want to watch very, very closely is POPCAT. Spectra AI on Dex Creator, please, sir. Thank you, Bo, for the 199. Bo, you're the man. Marcus Beckles. Besides Soul, nothing looks promising. Mr. Priceless, I signed up for your DeFi class from yesterday. Can I apply that cost to a one-on-one later? I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah. The DeFi class is something you download. It's not live, so you can take it anytime you want. Just email my wife and ask her these questions. I'm confused. Yeah. Please. God bless you, Crowbilly. I got to keep my mind focused on this, and I can't. I'm not good at doing all that. Your child was talking about pump. I know, right? Can you check out SEI? It's falling off too. Everything seems to be falling off. Altcoins are driven by speculators and Bitcoin institutions. That's why altcoins will not perform well until Bitcoin goes above all-time highs. When speculation is at peak, 100%, people will need to speculate. That's another reason why altcoins are iffy if Bitcoin doesn't get above key levels. Once Bitcoin solidifies itself, people feel better again. And once they feel better again, they're like, oh, I'll go back into these alts. Looks like 68,500 seems to be holding pretty well here, even on a false move Monday. The liquidity says we're going to the upside to 70,000, but only time will tell. I'm going to keep my longs open and see what happens and go from there. You guys will, some people will probably laugh or who knows, but we'll see. We'll go from there. About to scalp a Sui long of the 1 minute. Interesting. Altcoins, yeah. Doge looks good. That's about it. I'm going to short for POPCAT. Yikes. Yeah. Must be on a small time frame. I wouldn't do that. I took the gains on Sui and SEI. Pretty much fully invested now into Bitcoin in the Solana ecosystem. Amen. Yeah. KRC 20 beams are saving my portfolio. Nacho, KASPER, and others. Unreal. Can we look at Ton? AVAX, please. Can we analyze Gala? What do you see for MOODENG? Yeah, you guys got to send a super chat. I just will not be able to handle it. Bitcoin, how are we looking on the 1 minute? We'll take a look at the 1 minute for Bitcoin from Omar. Yeah, like we've never had 1,180 people here on the live at this time. It's just crazy. Whatever, it's all good. Not in like months, but it's all good, man. It's all good. I got to be, you know what? Dear Lord, thank you for the 1,187 people I do have. You know what? Who knows, man? There's no way my channel would have went the way it did. I got to be so grateful for what I do have every single day and never be ungrateful. Always be grateful. Always have gratitude and always present that gratitude to the world and to myself and remind myself that I just blessings on blessings. But my goal is to help as many people, train as many people, and teach as many people as possible. And I know my sauce is awesome, so I want to help that many people. So when I can't help as many people, I'm like, oh man, more people is more help, right? Hit the like. Don't forget to take profits, people, and pay yourselves first. Amen. Amen. Yeah. Ones are here are the OGs. Amen. Yeah. Look how the CME market makers at the 4 hour for a dump. Closing in 4 minutes. I guess. Whatever you think, man. But if the 4 hour doesn't look good, I'll tell you that. Can you analyze Gala? Agreed. Press that like and help others find the beautiful community. Amen. I like POPCAT. I mean, back to the sauce here. Spectra AI and Bitcoin on the 1 minute. Let's take a look at what you people are asking for here. Spectra AI and Bitcoin on the 1 minute. And let me post this here to the altcoins. I like what I'm seeing there. And there's still been some hot coins despite the market recently. There's still been some hot coins. You just got to pay attention and look. It's just a lot harder, right? It's never easy. And sometimes it's even more difficult than it could be. Let's take a look at BTC USDT on MEXC, and I'll take a look at the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, so the 1 minute just, just shows that, look, that head and shoulder did break down. And it's just in some chop, honestly. Wouldn't be surprised if it bounces, kind of does something like this and goes sideways. That's why it's really, it's the 1 hour that you want to watch. I don't think any other time frame really matters. Knowing what time frame matters and when is the key to trading. They change it up, whoever they are, I don't know, but the market makers, the movement, price action, whatever you want to call it. But you know what? This looks like we're going to make a flag on the one and then pump. I mean, you're getting a golden cross. That's a bullish sign. Usually you dump right around it or move, it doesn't mean you're going to pump immediately. And you just want to see this. And as long as we stay above this level and bounce, I mean, we're gone to 70K later today. All right. Santos went crazy this morning. Thank you. We don't really care, man. Appreciate you, though. Yeah. Hello, sir. I hope you're doing well. Please explain. Deep. I took a long at 7, still holding. Liquidation at 1. Please explain. It can pull back 7. Please explain. I mean, Deep was a brand new coin that pumped from 1 penny to 10 cents. You'd want to wait for that to really come back. You're not going to hold it long term and believe in like the SUI ecosystem bouncing in a few months from now. But like, Deep's likely just going to continue to bleed on you, man. Like, people are going to keep selling off that top. Why the heck would you get in at 7? I mean, again, I can't tell you what to do, but that's what a horrible idea. Why would you chase a coin? And we got in there, and then, I kept talking about this flag, and then it went on a massive run. And then they had unlocks, and then it was just going to dump on you. Like, honestly, it's too speculative. Anything can happen to this. It came out too fast and got ripped too hard. And you hope, man, previous support and resistance holds, so you hope this 3 cent region can hold. And then you're kind of praying for some type of, I don't know, shoulder, kind of head, right shoulder, high or low, and then a breakout. But that's like, this could easily go to 0 and turn to nothing. Just be careful. I was just talking about Santos. I was telling anyone invest in it, nor is it a meme coin. Thank you. We appreciate it, man. All right. Yeah. Where to learn the technique, you move the line above the flag or beneath. You hit control and you'll be able to grab one, and you can copy anything you need by hitting control. Like, say I want another one of these bottom trend lines, let's just say right here, for whatever reason. I hit control, I grab it right off. It'll grab whatever else you also had highlighted. You can grab them both, right? Yeah. Bitcoin looks double toppy at 69. Seems more probable to impulse through 70K on a third retest of the all-time high. Pull back for now. Yeah, Sammy, can you look at ENA? Bullish divergence on SUI. Welsh, USDT holding strong above the 200 SMA on the daily with the golden cross incoming. Badri. Let's take a look at Welsh, man. Thank you. I remember that coin. That was a meme coin, right? One of the first BRC20 memes, if I remember correctly. Well, look at Welsh in the Adam and Eve double bottom. I mean, it's just insane how many times you see this exact pattern. There's your Adam and Eve double bottom, and then it makes the flag, like, right? Yeah, you're 100%. Welsh looks like it could break out today or tomorrow. Looks very bullish on the daily too as well. Thank you so much for hooking up the lifers, man. That's definitely something worth watching there. Welsh. And it looks interesting. It's got a little more staying power than the rest of the market, and it's on support of resistance. Adam and Eve double bottom. And it has low stochastics pushing to the upside. A lot of bullishness here for Welsh. Appreciate that. Can we look at Volt? Says SK Week, and then we're probably going to shut it down there as we're hitting 12 p.m. Let's take a look at Volt, and then we'll take a look at Welsh. Or we'll post Welsh. Okay. All right. And we'll take a look here at Volt. Is that Volt Inu? Or is that just Volt? Yeah, it's Volt Inu, right? Volt Inu's been around a long time. People seem to love it. I don't know, man. It was all right, I guess. It seems to double bottom, made a lower low. Chance it could break back above this key level. They're all doing the same thing. The alts are all in these, like, you know? It's crazy how the total 3 in the altcoins looks a lot healthier, but there's a lot of garbage coins out here, honestly. This is making that first higher low like ApeCoin did, and if you get above the 200 MA, I don't see how it couldn't bounce. Definitely not chasing. You're buying, you know, basically the discount, the best price possible, but it's the lowest it's been in a long time. I don't know. Like, I don't believe in this coin, so it's up to you. You'd have to break back above 2967, hit the retest, and then if a candle closes above this yellow line, yeah, you're probably going to break back up to this somewhere at about 5011. All right. We just confirmed a bounce off the 4-hour chart. Let's go. I mean, anything is possible, but 68,460. I don't know. Bitcoin's not looking too good right now. Taking a further move to the downside. All right. Yeah. So there you have it. Bitcoin moves back down to the 21-day moving average on the 1-hour time frame. Every time we get away from the 21 with high stochastics, we move back down. It's likely what we're seeing here. It is false move Monday. Just be careful. Not my favorite day to trade. We'll see what happens as the day follows through. I'm usually not that active posting altcoins until the afternoon. We want to see where Bitcoin kind of follows, see where we stand, and then we kind of go hard throughout the next few days. Stay focused, stay disciplined. All right, no matter what, we are in good shape over time. Bitcoin's looking pretty nice right now. Previous support is resistance. We're watching this bigger flag that we just broke out of. All right, and we're just retesting this trend line. If we come back inside, we break back down the pattern, then fine. And if the 1 hour ever loses the 200 MA, then I would open up a nasty short and start looking for targets somewhere at 66,000, 65.6. But as long as we previous resistance, we hold this level here at 68,350, which it looks like we may. 1 hour getting a bit of a bounce. 4 hour also looking like it's confirming a bounce, as somebody said here. Only time will tell, but so far, we'll see if we can bounce off 68,005, a key level here. And you want to see if this flag continues. And if we can bounce up in the next 5 to 6 hours for Bitcoin. Very similar to what I said last night. And that's exactly what happened. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Manifest your reality. Once you make the gains, your mind's going to have to be right to produce even more gains or stay in that same pocket that you're in. Continue to push for yourself every single day. Do not give up on yourself no matter what. I will never give up on myself. I will never give up on this channel. I will push every single day. Shout out to the $742 in chat revenue. Are you kidding me? That's absurd. And may God bless each and every one of you for being here. I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. And I'll catch you guys in the trading group throughout the day. May God bless everybody here. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow on the live. Blessings on blessings. I have to run, though. I got things I got to do, everybody. If I missed a super chat, we will get to it tomorrow. Or just, see it again. I can't get to every single one. I hope nobody is upset. All right. Blessings on blessings. MOODENG. One last thing, right? I just never want to leave somebody hanging. I mean, there's a chance it could have broken out. I'm not a fan of these little nasty memes. I'm just not. I'd be careful. Like, people think it's hot. I mean, it's hot for a second. It had that huge rip. To me, look, too far for the 21. You're coming back to the 21. Pull a fib. Don't touch it till it hits the 618 and then rethink. Comes back to previous support or resistance as well. And that's MOODENG. All right. Going to do very similar to Sui. Back to the 21 on a bigger time frame. All right. You don't even need to hit CTR and V to copy. Just hold control and copy. See? Hold control and just copy right off. All right. It's even easier. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you tomorrow on another beautiful live stream. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay blessed. Thank you so much.